Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up, and honey, okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Ayo. What's going on, everyone? I hope everyone's doing well. You guys, bear with me for a second. I am having a technical issue over here, Jesus, and I don't know why. Okay, all right. Just give me a second, you guys, and I'll be with you momentarily. All right, like the video as you guys come into the room. As you guys know, this is Ratchet reality that we're about to get into. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with marriage boot camp because it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot at all. Give me a second because I feel like I definitely pulled in the marriage boot camp thing last night. At least I thought I did. Child, hold up. Let me find it. Let me find out you're wearing bootleg fitteds. I'm going to come on camera, y'all. I'm not going to do how I did, how I did most of last night. If you are one of my members, and I'm going to just start saying members, and that means Patreons, website members, YouTube members, then we did our little live for Love and Marriage Huntsville, and we talked about put a ring on it because the shit was so messy. So make sure if you are just a regular subscriber that you come back after this live for Weekends on so we can talk about Ready to Love, Put a Ring on It, which is a hot ass mess. And also, y'all know we're going to do a little call-in for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I hope that, y'all have your thoughts together because y'all not going to be on my line long. But I do want to talk to y'all, okay? So, yeah, just give me a moment and I'll be with you guys in a sec. I know there was no sound. I wasn't talking to y'all. Lyric was playing music in the background, y'all. What's going on, everyone? Good morning. I wanted to come to you guys early so that we can get through this because I have things to do today, girl. But y'all know we got stuff to talk about. We got stuff to talk about, and we was going to talk about it, girl. Okay? I ain't even mean to be matching, with a graphic, but it's cute. I'll give it. Okay? Whoo, y'all. Marriage Bootcamp is such a peculiar show for me. You know why? Because I feel like the relationships usually are not real in one aspect or another. Like, Marriage Bootcamp is the place where reality stars go to retire or revive. Okay? Retire or revive. Okay? I'm just going to have to say, it's a whole bunch of retired folks that are trying to revive. It's what it's feeling like. It's what it's giving. I can't exactly say that I'm here for it. I can't exactly say that I'm here for what Marriage Bootcamp has been given lately, because I just feel like it doesn't feel real. And I would like for it to feel real. We know that these people have real issues. We know Lyrica and A1's issues. We know Mariah, Lynn, and Rich's issues already. Like, that's not a real relationship. He fucks her when it's convenient for him. Just their presence on this show is disrespectful to my intellect. Lyrica and A1 may be the realest relationship, but the one that needs to be over the most. Like, if you guys can't be in an open marriage and still be with each other, then let the relationship go. Because it's obvious that A1 is always going to go out in the street and fuck around, but then claim that there's some deeper rooted issue for it. He looked unhealthy the entire episode. I'm going to just say that. Lyrica looks amazing. Lyrica looks like her time away from him has been beneficial for her, but I can't say the same. Like, he over there with the sunken dark circles around his eyes. He looks unkept. And I can remember him being on Love and Hip Hop and him just always kind of having like a level of respect about the way he carried himself. We may not have loved all of the, 59 necklaces the nigga likes to wear and all of his rings and jewelry and nail polish and all the different color hair and all of that shit. But he still used to carry himself like he cared about his appearance. And something is not like, that's not happening right now. So something is definitely going on with A1. But A1 is like a lot of black men. You are in a cloud of depression or, dealing with childhood trauma that you don't want to deal with. Like, whatever the situation is going on within you. And Lyrica has decided she's no longer going to let you fuck up her energy with your shit. And it's either you go and get your shit fixed and maybe y'all can come back and fix y'all. But the idea that they're going to be able to fix their situation if A1 is not in some type of therapy or detox all on his lonesome. Yeah, I'm not even like circling around the airport with supporting their relationship. It's not even an idea for me right now to think that she can be in a healthy relationship with somebody that looks like they're spiraling. K. Michelle and Caston. I'm going to get into my notes, but since I'm running it, I might as well. K. Michelle and Caston. K. Michelle. So here's the thing. I hate the fact that K. Michelle shows up as like the boss woman negative stereotype, because you're in a relationship with a man who seems to be the nice guy. And I'm doing quotation marks because you niggas really be lames and not nice guys, but you pretend to be nice guys. Okay? And she said that he pretended to be this sweet guy and then turns around and tells her the reason why he won't marry her is because he's going to cheat and she's going to destroy him. So why even go down this path? And I really do feel like the reason why he's going to cheat is because you aren't around. Like, I think y'all relationship should absolutely be the Oprah Stedman situation. I think K. Michelle needs to go through extensive therapy for her delusions. She has a lot of delusions, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's problematic for an adult woman who wants children. And it's just kind of like, you already have a son. And I feel like you're trying to make up for missing his childhood with forcing a pregnancy upon your body that really, forcing a situation, period, that it seems like you may not even physically be able to handle. So I think that it's a lot of delusion with K Michelle. Do you really want kids, or is this just something that you like to say because it sounds good? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit with K Michelle that comes off like I'm just spouting shit because this is what I think I should want, but it doesn't really make sense for how I live my life or what's going on with my body. Like, it just doesn't even make fucking sense. Like, do you really want to be with this man? Because you seem to enjoy demeaning and disrespecting him. You wanted to be with a regular guy, and now it disgusts you that he's a regular guy and he tells corny jokes and he's not going to fight and argue with you and take disrespect from you verbally the way you are used to with the hood niggas that you like to abuse yourself with. Like, K Michelle needs to do some extensive therapy on herself. If nothing else, you need to figure out why you have a show about how dangerous surgery is as you continue to get fucking surgery. Can we talk about that? Like, something is wrong with K Michelle. When K Michelle said that she wants 2 twin girls, but she keeps getting boy embryos, so that's why you haven't had the twins yet. You've been talking about this shit for what? Going on 5, 6, probably it's been about 5 years that K Michelle has been on reality shows talking about wanting twins. And this whole time, your body has been breaking the fuck down. And then the relationship, he was on her reality show and we always wondered what had happened with them. And now they show up as 2 people who are here together, but I see no connect. I see no connect whatsoever. So I don't know what K Michelle got going on right now, but it's a lot of delusion going on with her. And I can't believe anything she says. I'm just saying, like, I feel like I can't believe anything that K Michelle says because the way she moves, it can just all be bullshit. That's why she doesn't have any real friends, because people can't trust that she is a solid person, and she pretends to be a solid person and she's really not. So she keeps developing twins and throws them away, or they just in a freezer. Why it gotta be girls so bad to waste money and body energy? That's why I think she's lying. That's why I think that, girl, how and when would you have been able to put yourself through that while you were going through all of those surgeries to get those ass shots corrected and to get all of that dead flesh out of your body? She has an addiction to surgery. And on top of that, the addiction to surgery and then the addiction to painkillers because of the surgery. Like, are we going to talk about it? Are we going to really talk about it, K Michelle? Because you love to like throw these things out here when you have these lucid moments of wanting to share. But when it really comes down to it, I don't see you doing anything different than what you always do. And that's just, I don't know, like, that's just so weird to me. But let's get into my notes, all right? So Mariah, Lynn, and Rich have been on and off for 9 or 10 years, depending on who's answering the question. And he doesn't claim her. He doesn't claim her by near or by far, okay? What's wrong with Mariah Lynn? Like, Mariah Lynn, did you get ass shots or something? Because you're walking, the duck walk, like, with the ass sticking out and the little pencil legs, and it looked flicked. Then she looked like she got lip injections, and it's like, for what? Pourquoi? Okay. Lyrica and A1. Y'all, Lyrica looks amazing. Her wig, her makeup. Like, Lyrica is laid, okay? Head to toe. Lyrica is still making money and living a nice life, seemingly. Just saying. Lyrica looks like she's working on herself and it's working for her. A1 looks like he's spiraling out of control without her and pretending as if everything is okay. She did her lips and cheeks. And it looks bad. And it looks bad. Lyrica is not having sex with A1, much to his chagrin. He likes to feel like he can have sex with her whenever he wants to have sex with her. And Lyrica is like, no. He cheats. She cheats. They live apart. This definition of cheating. Honestly, this is why I feel like they should be in an open relationship. instead of being hurt by the shit that they're both doing to each other in their marriage. Just change how you think about your marriage. But I still feel like what Lyrica does is a reaction to what A1 does. I also feel like A1 cheats often and a lot. And as she said in this episode, he has never been faithful. So the idea that she's supposed to do something for him to not do what he's doing is ridiculous. And I don't understand why we're still even having a conversation about how it's Lyrica's fault that A1 is cheating, or Lyrica deciding to go and cheat back. Like, cheating back is cheating back, okay? Like, you had to cheat first. Meaning my cheat doesn't count. Like, in their relationship, if you've already broken the vow, the shit is broken now. So anything that happens thereafter, if there's not been a reconciliation to mend things, then it's broke. So it's not cheating. Like, no, it's not. We're not together. And you want to qualify it as cheating so you can make yourself feel like both of y'all are wrong so that you can what? Escape from some of the accountability when really it still starts with you because you're the one with the issues. Outside of cheating, A1 has some type of mental, emotional shit going on with him that he needs to get together. It's probably because a lot of his self-esteem came from being able to perpetrate being A1 the producer instead of A1 the man and the person. And this is how you niggas get yourselves fucked up. Because I guess nobody teaches y'all how to have confidence in yourself as a person because of how you are as a man. So like when y'all don't have integrity, when y'all don't have respect for y'all women, when y'all don't take care of y'all responsibilities the way y'all are supposed to, when y'all don't take care of yourselves the way y'all are supposed to. So if, for instance, A1 would rather go and get surgery than go and work out. So in my mind, and I'm just saying, because as a man, that says a lot. Like most men would rather just go and work out before they go and have surgery. Most men aren't, physically as lazy as women can be when it comes to these things. And plus women just naturally sometimes feel like they don't have to do that. Men on the other hand, it's about being strong and all of that shit. So for me, if you care enough about your body to care about a stomach, then you should care enough to work out as a man instead of going and getting surgery. So to me, a lot of what A1 has done in his life is empty. So now that his music career is probably not in the same place that it was at one point, he's in a dark place. He's lost his wife. He's in a dark place. And so now you have to figure out how to get out of the dark place. But if you had confidence in who you were as a man, then you will realize that life has its ebbs and flows, and you need to figure out how to move in the environment. Instead of thinking that you the shit because you got a couple of hot records, you need to always be in a state of how can I make myself better? How can I shift? How can I, you know what I'm saying? And just do what you do instead of, he does look like Orlando Brown, instead of spiraling. Because now you don't have all of those fake frontin' ass things to stand on as it pertains to how you feel about yourself. And to me, that's what I'm picking up from A1. Like, and I think the other thing is the reason why he resents Lyrica so much is because Lyrica is equally musically talented. And I think Lyrica has not allowed for anything that they've gone through to fuck with her making her music because her mama put that in her. Lyrica G put work ethic, and no matter what, you make your money. And her mama is always there reminding her, you have a talent, use your talent. I really do feel like based off of what I am looking at, Lyrica is doing very well for herself, regardless to whether she's with him or not. And he may not be doing as well right now. And I think there's a feeling of discontent and jealousy towards her. And I think cheating on her makes him feel like he has the upper hand in some type of way, because when it comes to the career, I don't think Lyrica has ever really fell off. I think Lyrica has constantly been writing for people and making her money. And I think at one point they were doing that together, and he got on and tried to, you remember she kept trying to get him to work on her album, and he would keep putting her on the back burner and all of that. And he was feeling himself. I think that the tables have turned, and Lyrica is now in a real groove with writing and producing for big name artists, selling her songs. Okay. And living a nice life. Like, I really do think, and I'm just, y'all, I could be totally wrong, but based off of what I am looking at, it looks like he's upset that she's doing well and he can't figure out how to get himself back to a good place. And so I think a lot of their relationship is him hurting her out of jealousy and her not being able to let go, because you can't trust somebody who you know you love him. You love him. You got a baby with him and everything, but deep down you know that y'all have been in competition with each other. And that's what I picked up off the show. When they were going through those things in the music industry, it always felt like low key some type of competition between them, even though at some point they worked together. Thank you, DeQuasia, for the super chat. Hey, my love, people have never been taught how to adapt. We just been conditioned to just keep on moving and never stop to reflect and see the bigger picture. This is very true. Thank you for that. Lyrica is gorgeous. Let me see, what are y'all saying? I knew something was off with A1 when he was on the floor next to his son in a diaper with a Hennessy bottle. Oh, God. You are blessed that you cannot, Asia. What Asia cannot? What? I missed it. Can't relate. I think Lyrica did what a lot of us do, fall in love with a creep. I had to trace that comment back, girl. She always gonna be good. She wrote for Disney. She good with or without him. And he knows it. She always wrote for big names. She put A1 on. Nobody wanted to write for them until she invited him to the studio. Talk about it. I really think it's their mamas. I feel like both their mamas be telling them they better than the other one. I don't even want to blame the mamas like that, because I don't think, as much as they pretend like A1's mama is all in their business like that, I think that's just for show. I think A1's mom was not really in his life in the way that they're trying to act like she was. And I think Lyrica G has absolutely been in her daughter's life because she's been invested in low-key living through her. So yeah, him giving that I was in a dark place is such an overdone excuse by black men to cheat. Ain't it though? Ain't it though? Just admit that you don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. I don't understand why it's so hard for people to realize that some people just don't want to be in monogamous relationships. So instead of all the crying and pain, either leave the relationship or change how you feel or you think about it. Like, I don't understand the years and years and years of Mary J. Blige albums. Like, I just don't understand. Agree. He was boosting the fact that he was a better producer and she didn't deserve him. Okay, listen. But you know what, though? I'm going to tell you. You may not think you fell in love with a creep, but unless you've only been in love with one person, you probably still was in love with somebody that you shouldn't have been in love with. Or in a relationship with somebody that it wasn't a good relationship, period. Niggas is not, these niggas out here, you have absolutely been in a shitty relationship before if you've been in more than one. I don't even watch it, but I love you. I love you too. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I think the moms put on for TV, they ain't that invested. I think Lyrica G is. Not it, but in the career portion of it. I'm talking about as far as career goes, the stuff the moms have said is like they think their child would be further without the other one. I guess, but I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they may say that to them. I can see Lyrica G saying that, but I don't know if I can see, I mean, she would be lying. If Pam was saying that to A1, it would be a lie. Like, Lyrica literally, was an aide in the studio with him and vice versa. So I don't know why their parents would feel like they're not as good together. But it doesn't even, when it comes to the career, like you said, yeah, Pam gives me that her kids didn't stop her show. I wonder if A1's grandmama raised him. Because y'all know how that be. I honestly think Lyrica would be fine with an open relationship if he were honest from the beginning. It might be too far gone now, and that's okay. It is. Lyrica is done with A1. It seems that way. Yeah, it's obvious she doesn't want him anymore. This show is a joke. That's how it feels. But, I hope that they individually get the therapy that is needed, or at least the light bulb to help them get more therapy. But a lot of y'all don't take the jewels. A lot of people are given their blueprint, basically. They're told what their issues are and how they can fix them, and they still don't do it because they don't want to. They like the bullshit. She just on the show serving. I'm telling you, when she was sitting in the bed, I was like, girl, you better effortlessly look like that. You better effortlessly look like that. Lyrica looks like, I guess I'll try to work on this marriage since hearing Mike's. Right. I really believe A1 struggles with his sexuality. Ooh, and that makes me sad. But y'all saw the comedian, Carmichael. Y'all saw him come out, right? Recently, he came out as gay. That was so funny. He was on Saturday Night Live last night. I only saw the skit that him and old boy Chris did with Will Smith. That shit was funny. He was trying to get that in the man picture. Chris playing Will. He just walk up on stage, Mac, and came back. Yeah, man, that's a nice suit you got on. Keep my wife. Y'all gotta see it. It's funny. It's floating. I posted it on my stories on Instagram. Pam said she thought Lyrica was holding him back because she was yelling and nagging him instead of telling him to do better, shaking my fucking head. Yeah, y'all know how them mamas be. Never, you know why? Because if their son has to take responsibility for not being what he's supposed to be, then they have to take responsibility for not teaching him to be what he's supposed to be. So it's easier. It's the same thing with Marlene from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hey, Mary Sparkle's like, well, thank you for the super chat. I've been in some crappy relationships. One of them took me years to realize. Another I knew from out the gate and dipped expeditiously. Okay, I love it. Child codependency is a hell of a drug. Anyone's struggling with that. Yeah, somebody on Twitter called Pam Holiday. Yeah, I can see it, and I'm gonna let it go because I could laugh too long about that. Anyway, A1 wants his family back together. Why do I always call Rich Peter? I don't know why I always do that. Rich references Safari. He was like, yeah, I saw them on the show with that other guy. And it's like, why are you acting like you don't know who the fuck Safari is? Like, y'all have a storyline in common. Cut it the fuck out, Rich. Anyway, Gangsta Boo and her white boyfriend Emmett been together for 7 years. He opened for them when she was touring with 3-6. She feels like he doesn't prioritize her the way he should. Rich says that he needs respect in a relationship. And if you respect, then you can have trust. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. That's not how that works, Rich. I love that you thought you said something smart, but you sound dumb. So I'm going to just let that go. K. Michelle and Caston come. Okay, they have been dating for 5 years. She did not tell y'all good about 5 years. She is ready to have a family. She's been saying that for about 5 years. She has a son already, but you already have a family. Work on that. She has to mention that she has new titties and a new hot pocket and a new nose and a new skin tone. We got it. Gangsta Boo and K. Michelle know each other because they both from Memphis, and I believe they jump gates. And we know the beef between K. Michelle, Lyrica, and A1. So just know that at some point, these people are going to try to kill each other. But they're playing nice right now. And Lyrica and K. Michelle are, noticing that they have the same color nails. A1 says to everyone that he isn't getting laid. And he realizes that he wasn't putting his family first initially. And now he wants to. But Lyrica is like, heard it all before. All of your sweet talk. Baby this, baby that, but your lies ain't working now. Now look who's hurting now. See, I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. Used to hang on to your every word. But the more you lied to me, the more I heard. Ooh, the things you used to say would sound so sweet. I'm not naive, right? But to believe, heard it all before. I was at work. It wasn't my car you saw. Baby, I swear it wasn't me. But your lies ain't working now. Man, that Sunshine Anderson album will always be a one-hitter quitter. Do you hear me? A one-hitter quitter. Ain't heard shit from her since, but love that album, okay? Sunshine, and that was when I tell y'all that Sunshine Anderson album was good from beginning to end. But that's the song, that's the song right there that we always go back to. Bitch, I heard it all before. Nobody wants to hear it now. Okay, nigga, get the fuck out my face. Baby this, nigga, baby that, fuck you. Remix. Anyway, moving on, y'all. So, where was I? Casting is corny. And K. Michelle is like, and I'm just like, girl, I just kind of feel like if your ass leaks, you can't be mad at a nigga for being corny. Like, that's not, if I have to nurse you back to health over and over again, bitch, you gonna let me be corny. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But let K Michelle tell it they're in a relationship because I don't believe it. I think that he's like somebody she can go to. He's somebody, maybe they like each other. I don't know, but you can't even tell me that they've been fucking. Like I don't believe any of it. I don't know. Dr. Ish and Judge come, Judge Toller. Y'all know I love me some Judge Toller. They about to give her own show. Can't wait. Dr. Ish and Judge call everybody into the courtroom to ask what they want. Gangsta Boo wants Emmett to hear her voice as a Black woman. He always cuts her off, and he's a know-it-all. He's a know-it-all. And I was just like, hear your voice as a Black woman. Lola, I think that's Gangsta Boo real name, and I'm mad that she doesn't go as Lola. Like, you should have always went as Lola. That's just stupid. Gangsta Boo. Bitch, you should have went as Lola. Like, I was like, her name is Lola? And she didn't rap as Lola? Oh my God, I cannot. Like, that's a great name for a rapper. But yes, so she's no longer gonna be Gangsta Boo. She's gonna be Lola. Like, I don't even know what's wrong with her. Like, bitch, you should have been rapping as Lola. A hood bitch named Lola? What? Yes. Anyway, Lola, are you playing in our faces? Meaning, are you trying to get us? Are you dog whistling to us with that? I need him to hear me as a Black woman thing, because in an interracial relationship, nobody wants to hear that there's a disconnect in his respect for you as a Black woman. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that, bitch. Like, that's very problematic. And something about y'all relationship tells me, I don't know if he's not hearing you as much as you are demeaning and beating him down, and he's tired of hearing it, so he tunes you the fuck out. He has anger issues. She has anger issues. What happens in this relationship? What happens in this relationship? Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, with people who are poor, and I don't think this is the situation with y'all, at least I hope not, but usually when relationships look and sound like this, there are a lot of drugs involved. So I'm just wondering what the fuck is going on with Lola and Emmett, because it's interracial, it's hood. He's a rapper, she's a rapper. They're tattoos. He grew up without a daddy. He feels like she emasculates him. She says that he is dismissive of her. I say, girl, you might as well be with a Black man for all of these issues this white man got. You might as well go and find you a Black man to go and be with. Because to me, it sounds like you got a white man, but with none of the benefits besides walking around with the skin protection. I don't know, Lola. I don't know, girl, but we're going to have to wait and see, because this relationship seems problematic to me in a lot of ways. Okay? Kay says that she needs everything planned out strategically in her relationships. And Caston doesn't seem to really, know what he wants. I think Caston knows he doesn't want to be with you, but I think he likes fucking you. I think he likes, doing things with you from time to time. But ultimately, I don't think Caston wants to be in a relation. I don't think Caston wants to be in a lifelong relationship with you. No, I don't. Not even a little bit, not even a lot. I don't think he wants to marry you. I don't think he wants you to be the mother of his kids. I think he would have to see major changes from you in order to want to do that. And you may make it's going to come out as misogynistic, right? Because Caston basically says that Oprah doesn't have a family. And what that means is you can't be a mogul and a wife and a mother. That's a lie. You can absolutely do those things, but you have to have the support system, and you have to have the mindset and the bandwidth to do that. And I believe that Caston thinks that at this point, K. Michelle is all talk. So that's why he's not really engaging in any of these conversations. He even made a comment about how he would have rather gone to regular therapy and not put it on television. So that makes me feel like she muscled him into this. And I have to understand why then, Caston. I need for you to tell me why you are consistently staying around Kimberly if you don't really want to be with Kimberly, if you don't want to be on TV with her, if you don't even really want to be married to her or have children with her. Why are you still fucking with Kimberly after all these years? Make it make sense for me, Caston. I'm going to have to see more from you, because right now I have not figured that out for myself. I have not figured it out for myself yet. Why you want to fuck with her? If you don't need her, meaning you're not a bum ass nigga trying to, use her, siphon her for money or clout. And I can't even say I feel like it would be a sexual thing, because I don't see any of that chemistry between them. I think that K. Michelle probably sought him out feeling as if he would be something different from what she's used to. And he is different, but that doesn't mean that y'all are supposed to be together or that you have worked on yourself enough to be able to be in a healthy relationship with anybody, Kay. Because honestly, I feel like I haven't heard K. Michelle say yet that she's in extensive therapy and she talks to her therapist every week and all of that. I haven't seen that from her. She does a lot of self-reflection without any real aid in how to deal with it, which is why she circles back around to the same issues all the time. She talks about how she wants twin girls. She wants to get a farm. She wants to sing country music. Bitch, just do it and stop talking about it. Like, you've been saying that you want to do shit for the longest, and we want you to just do it, Kim. Yeah, Kimberly needs to go and talk to a psychiatrist, for real. She has some issues that she really needs to work through. It's the fairy tale of it all. They've known each other since high school, so it's all about telling your grandchildren a great story of how y'all met. Child, that ain't no great story. You know how many people met in fucking high school? Proximity helps, absolutely. But once you have been, like, to me, it ain't cute. It's not like, that's not a fairy tale to me. A fairy tale is for a bitch to be healthy and raise healthy children. Like, that's a fairy tale. Be healthy, bitch. Be happy with whoever you with. Whatever that looks like. And none of this looks like a fairy tale. It all looks like frontation. It looks like cheatation. It looks like lies. It looks like garbage. Okay? She says that he acted like he was a good guy. Hey, D. He acted like he was a good guy, but says all men cheat and doesn't want to get married because he will cheat and she will take him for everything he has. Well, that lets you know right there what the situation is. And also, a lot of times when you emasculate, demean, or disrespect men, they may not curse you out or beat you up or anything, but they damn sure gonna go and cheat on you with fever and venom. Okay? Fever and venom. All right? So, you know, and I'm just, from what he says, it seems as if he knows that's what he's going to do. So what are we even talking about? So Lyrica and A1 go next. She wants to see if there is even a possibility that they can try this again. I think she's there so he can get some fucking therapy. I think that's the reason why she's there, because it's like, you're not even healthy for Ocean. So I want you to, I'm gonna come here and act like I want to be with you so you can get some fucking help so that you can be better for our son, because I'm already over it. And I personally feel like Lyrica can do so much better. Lyrica can do so much better. And really, so much better would just be a man that is healthy in his mind and in his spirit, to which he's not trying to siphon your energy so that he can make himself feel better. Because that's what A1, see, that's what a lot of Hollywood niggas learn how to do. Hollywood niggas learn how to siphon their energy from women. You know, like hurting women, destroying women, abusing women gives them some type of supercharge of strength to go through in their careers and in life and prosper. And I believe that as long as there's a woman around for them to abuse, they think that they can continue to do well in life. And whenever women decide they're no longer going to be abused, you niggas don't know how to handle that. Because who are you going to vampire suck off for energy in life? Tell me that's not what the fuck this look like. Do you hear me? Tell me that it doesn't look like he was siphoning her energy, and now that he can't siphon her energy anymore, he's depleted. I'm just saying, okay? I am just saying, okay? That girl look like, you know, that girl look impervious, okay? Like nothing can crack the shield of beauty that is like, you know, around her. Like we were talking about how good she looks, and then when you think about how bad he looks, and you think about the fact that they are separated now, it means that now she can keep all of her good, healthy energy for herself. And he can't develop that energy. He don't know how, because Pam didn't teach him, okay? So he was siphoning her energy. Now he can't siphon her good energy anymore. And look at him. Y'all gonna realize how real this, you know, vampire shit is with these men, man, in so many ways. Like I'm really starting to feel like the vampire thing has always been a metaphor for the way men suck life out of women in order to be better, and then leave those women, you know, dead on the side of the road. Or you turn them into vampires like yourself, which I believe is key for women who are male identified. Okay. Anyway, when he said that there is an unconditional love for her and he wants to work on it, I was like, see, that's you trying to act like you have a love for her that she doesn't have for you, that unconditional thing. And this is when I feel like, so here's the thing. I feel like to love someone, it doesn't mean you have to be with them. I can love you unconditionally, but I have like my partnership has conditions. My love doesn't. Y'all, there are people who I have not seen in years that I love. Okay? I love them. I care for them. If something happened to them, I would be sad. I don't need to be with them. So, my love is unconditional. However, my partnership has conditions. Okay? And that's what he was trying to play on, right? You're trying to say, oh, I have unconditional love, but see, she don't have that type of love for me because she can't forgive me. Boy, get the fuck out of here with that. And my answer to that would be, I do love you unconditionally, but I have conditions on being with you in a relationship. I can love you and not be with you, nigga. Okay? So he says that he doesn't want to be antagonized because Judge asked Lyrica if she can forgive him, and she says yes. He says, well, I just don't want to be antagonized with what I've done, which means I don't want her to bring up what I have done. And it's just like, but you don't ever stop. Like, how about you stop cheating and then we can stop having the same conversation? You can't continuously cheat and then get mad when it's brought up. Nigga, this is a new cheat we're talking about. The cheats are now coming together to form the whole cheat. But ultimately, it's been cheat. And then you're like, why are you bringing up old shit? Why are you still talking about me cheating? Nigga, a new bitch still means cheating, okay? Just because it's a new bitch and it's a new time. And then that's another thing I can't stand. Niggas will have done something 2 months ago and you supposed to be healed and over it by now. That's old. Why are you bringing up old shit? It ain't old yet. The expiration date has not passed. Okay? The expiration date has not passed. This is not old yet. All right? She asked why he keeps cheating and then trying to get her back. If you don't want to be with her, why you keep trying to get her back? And then you say you're depressed and you was drinking and that's why you cheated the most recent time. He says that her cheats don't count and he doesn't respect that, which means you're not taking equal blame for me emotionally abusing you and then you standing your ground and going and leaving me and being with other people. Like, I don't care. You see, here's the thing. Once someone has realized that it doesn't matter, you can call it cheating, you can call it not cheating. I don't care. You did it first and I did it thereafter. And you can try to give the blame out, pass the blame out to make yourself feel better. But the problem is that you continue to cheat. So if I take you back and then you cheat again, who's really the problem here? You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if we got back together and then I cheated on you. But that never happens from what we understand. Like, A1 is never taking accountability, really. It's always, I'm pretending to take accountability so that I can have an opportunity to flip it on her and make it her fault. So then I'm absolved from having to take full responsibility. That's what he keeps trying to do, and it's not working. So you talking about how her cheats don't count and you don't respect that? Nobody cares. She says, I never was cheating on you because whenever I was with someone, I left the house and I didn't think we were going to get back together. I wouldn't even continue to explain myself. And Rich, talking about, come on now, cheating is cheating. Rich, you haven't even been in a relationship in order to be considered cheating. Sitting up there talking about Mariah could consider things that you've done as cheating. Shut the fuck up. Y'all are never really together. Y'all don't, like, she shouldn't claim you. She shouldn't claim you. She should be embarrassed to be hopping on your old decrepit ass dick. Okay? She should be embarrassed, Rich. Mariah should not feel good about fucking on old ass, dehydrated Richie D. Okay? Passed around Richie D. Dirty dick friends with dirty feet, Pete. Like, y'all are creep, dirty niggas, and you think that you have the right to be ashamed of her. Mariah should be ashamed that she fucks you. Okay? Anyway, Mariah is really like, I feel bad because I think Mariah is one of those girls that if they had been raised in better circumstances, they would have done so much with their life just off sheer like will and personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Mariah had one good fucking parent in her life could have been different. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Mariah is an overall, like, it's impressive to be the one white girl amongst all the black people that we don't hate. You know, because there's a lot of white girls out there that try to be Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn, I think, is a very authentic personality. As much as she, you know, does the most, I really truly believe that Mariah Lynn is exactly, because we've been with her now for a decade. Mariah Lynn is who she is. And I feel like if somebody had just done right by Mariah at any point in her life, she would be above fucking with a nigga like Richie D. I feel bad for her because I feel like she's constantly in a pimp hole mindset about the way she's in relationships. You see what I'm saying? Does it not seem like she's a hoe and he's a pimp and he's using her and she just feels like, you know, oh, you know, it's just so nice for somebody to treat me good. Yeah, I'm sure Rich is very sweet in private. Probably good in bed and everything. Like, don't get me wrong. I know these niggas have a reason for why women fuck with them. They perpetrate. But once you see that somebody is not real with their shit, meaning that they're one way in private and then they act a fool in public, then that should let you know that they ain't real, y'all. They're not real. You know what I'm saying? But I be feeling bad for Mariah because I really do feel like it's like them circumstances thing. It really is somebody that is not a bad person. Find this because she's not white. I'm not even one of those people, but my girl not white. Mariah is white. Okay, she is white Puerto Rican. But like you know, a lot of people grow up in growing up around black people and also growing up with a mama on drugs and you know in a Latin community and shit like that. Her understanding of herself and in her life is different, which is you know why she is who she is. But you know how you want I wanted her to mentally and emotionally grow past love and hip hop, and she hasn't, and that makes me sad for her because I do feel like Mariah is a sweet person. I think Mariah is a sweet person. I think Mariah really wants to rap. I think, you know what I'm saying? Rich lacks authenticity. He is using her. He does. And when I tell y'all siphoning energy, he been slowly sucking off Mariah's neck like a fucking vampire over these 9 to 10 years. No, Rich doesn't look that well. Rich has some, you know, health issues and shit. And I mean, that's what happens when you abuse your body for, you know, 40 years. And then, you know, now you want to get in shape and run on the beach and shit. All right. Gangsta Boo fell asleep on them. That shit was funny. Mariah Lynn and Rich go next. He says he has done things that she may see as cheating, like taking another woman to a wedding on television. You're an asshole. He makes her feel less than him. That made me sad for her too. He says that she's done things that disgust him. I said, so we just gonna pass over that? Like that wasn't once again him making her seem like she is, you know, less than him. Like he was basically saying that she's done trash, you know, she's trash. And it's like, Rich, anything that Mariah has done, you've done worse shit. Anything that Mariah has done, Rich, you have done worst shit. I don't like that, y'all. I don't like when old ass men take advantage of young-minded women and then act like those young-minded women are beneath them. Yeah, beneath you because you get your nasty old ass on top of her. Anyway, they have to pick labels for the couples before they choose their rooms. Okay, it's this whole combat zone thing, right? Y'all, why am I always so late in these fucking videos? It's already about to be 12. I hate myself right now. Anyway, combat zone is Gangsta and Emmett. Lola and Emmett. Mariah and Rich are Player Palace. Kay and Chawai say Caftan. Casting are Fairy Tale Failure. Lyrica and A1 have the biggest room. I miss what they called their shit. But you know, in the room on the wall, I hope you die is on the wall. Mariah has on her wall, she's the type of girl you fuck in the back of a car. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, do we not fuck in the back of cars just when we want to fuck and we in the car? Or is that like that's some whole shit? Okay, I didn't know. My bad. Anyway, she says you're gonna die alone. He probably will. Caston said Kay talks shit for a living and she felt a way about that. I don't know why. Kay wants to talk about the unborn kids and he doesn't want to. He doesn't know what he wants. Dr. Ish comes in their room. He also doesn't want to talk about his relationship on TV. He doesn't like her calling him a bitch. And the rappers and athletes that she would call a bitch weren't bothered by it. That's a lie. They probably put hands on you. Kay doesn't think men are good people. Then why are we here? Then Dr. Ish goes to Lyrica and A1's room. He's mad that she doesn't want to sleep with him whenever he wants. I love that Dr. Ish says she's not property. She's not, okay? And then he uses the fact that she doesn't want to have sex with him as a reason for why he cheats. And she feels like he's blaming her for his cheating. Dr. Ish says he's just trying to say he felt a disconnect before he went outside the house. And Lyrica says he's never been in the house. He's always been cheating. Dr. Ish says, listen, he's just saying that something was missing. And she says, then stop trying to get back with me if something is missing from the relationship. And then they switch it and move the goalposts again. So this had me looking at Dr. Ish like, so what exactly are you doing in the room right now besides making points for A1 that he can't even make for himself and that don't make any sense to the story? Stop trying to find a reason to blame Lyrica. And then when Lyrica said, then stop trying to get with me, then it's like, oh, well, that means the issue is with him because I don't have a problem. The issue is within him. Then stop trying to make it about me. Stop trying to make it about me. And then he said, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. And then he gets up and storms out. And I was like, Dr. Ish, I don't know what you thought you did in that moment, but it wasn't something good. Okay? Like, and that was not what you said. You were trying to blame her for why you cheat. And she kept hitting that shit right back to your ass. Nope. I appreciated Lyrica in that moment. He was like, I'm leaving. All right, well, get the fuck out. I'm done talking to your stupid ass. Bye. Okay. A1 wants to leave. It's one-sided. It's all one-sided. It's all one-sided. What do you mean it's one-sided? See, yet again, you really, so once we divvy out the blame accordingly for you, then what? Once we've said that Lyrica is just as wrong as you are, A1, then what? Because she's going to say, okay, so let's say that she admits her part in it. She takes you back. Then you cheat again. But it's still going to be her fault, right? It's still going in some way, shape, or form be her fault. Get the fuck out my face with this. Thank you for the super chat, Brandy. Mariah discussed him, but he with her, though. Child. Exactly. She don't discuss you when you sticking your dick inside of her, but whatever. My cousin has done that, and I looked at her sideways. Why are you with somebody that refuses to claim you in public? Refuses to claim you in public. We've seen Kimberly talk to so many people except for a therapist. I don't understand having the resources for a therapist and not utilizing one. I don't either, Brittany. It seems stupid. I think Dr. Ish was just trying to help A1 feel heard. That's why I was confused when A1 flipped out, because it doesn't matter about him feeling heard. What matters is Lyrica being the blame. And when Lyrica can't be made to blame, then all of a sudden, you know, I'm flipping out. And also, I think he's on drugs. Men literally on every show we watch claim it's one-sided because they always the ones that's wrong. Shaking my fucking head. He said he was leaving like Lyrica want to be there. I know, like, and that's another thing that men always do. A woman can already be emotionally gone like Lyrica is, and you know she's emotionally gone. So you're trying to get her back. But then whenever she doesn't want to acquiesce to taking blame for your bad actions, then you want to try and be like, I'm going to leave then. I don't care, nigga. Are you forgetting the part where you're trying to get me to care? Like, niggas be tripping. Like, nigga, you're literally trying to convince me to be with you, but you're upset because I won't take the blame for what you've done? What? Get yourself together because you don't make sense. Get yourself together because you don't make sense. He be with Chris Brown, so I'm a vote. It's drugs, allegedly. It looked like it. A1 is such a narc. He just doesn't want to look like a bad guy. Just leave and sit with your guilt, sir. And that's what's wrong with him. He can't deal with the fact that he's the reason. I don't like how they keep coddling these grown-ass men when they do something wrong. Child, that's all they do. When Judge Lynn asked who wants to fix the relationship, Lyrica did not raise her hand because she's over it. I think Lyrica is there so A1 can get some help. But let's go ahead and move on because I'm running late to the next live. I was supposed to only be in here for an hour, y'all, but y'all know how I get to talking. Oh, long-winded ass bitch. Y'all like the video. All right, let's go ahead and get into Love After Lockup. Let's start off where the last one left off, which was with Kevin knocking Curtis's ass the fuck out. Y'all, lay poor Curtis out to the pavement. But what I'm gonna need is for everybody to stop leaning into the hit. Because I feel like that was the same thing that Chris Rock did before Will Smith smacked the shit out of him. Leaned his chin out like you thought you wasn't gonna get hit. Curtis was playing too heavily on Kevin not knocking him the fuck out when he told him he would. You really should have just got that girl stuff and went sat in your car and drove the fuck off, but you wanted to prove that you was a funny guy and a big guy and all of that. You wanted to call him a middle schooler and he laid your ass out on the pavement, okay? And then he's trying to pull off, so he like, get his fucking ass out the way so I can pull off. And they like, hey man, don't roll over the nigga. You done knocked him out. He's still on the ground. Child, Kevin didn't give a fuck. Kevin pulled that cigarette out, put that hat to the back, and was like, move your stupid ass from the side of my car so I get the fuck out. He peeled out, okay? Curtis is disoriented. Tiffany is looking at this nigga like, you punk ass bitch. You laid out on the pavement talking all of that shit, and look at you. I can't go nowhere with you. Then the fire truck came, the ambulance came, they checked Curtis out. Curtis was sitting in the car feeling bad, feeling like he shouldn't have done what he did. And Tiffany was like, I can't go with you, sir. I have to focus on myself. And then she proceeded to call Kevin and tell him that she's sorry for ignoring him, but, he needs to come back and get her. I told y'all, her toxic ass liked to see that he knocked old dude out, so now she gonna want to be with him because he's the dude that'll knock another dude out for her. Y'all gonna keep acting like that's not a well-known sentiment in society, that women like for niggas to go and check other men on their behalf or, for them or fight for them. We're going to act like that's not something that happens in society all the time. We're going to act like people don't go around hitting. I love people in my comments. People don't hit you, go around hitting people. Okay. Skittles and Sunshine, thank you so much for the super chat. Lots of love from North Carolina. You keep me laughing. I'm glad. Sending love right back to you. Y'all, I don't want to talk about Will and them no more, but I'm just saying, like, y'all be acting like people don't get hit, and literally on the next reality show I'm talking about, nigga just got knocked the fuck out for talking shit. Okay? Curtis and Kevin look like twins to me. Honestly, one looks like they had an extra chromosome. And I'm going to leave it at that. But she apologized and says that they have a lot to talk about, and he agrees to come back and get her even though he doesn't trust her, and he called her a bitch and a hoe. Set it off and his mother, what's up? Woody, We TV needs to pay you because you are the only reason I'm going to go back and start watching this show. Okay, thank you for being a member, darling. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, child, it's a mess. It's a mess. He laid that ass out. My brain, I just typing the same thing. Listen. But yeah, y'all, moving on from them two, because that's all that happened. Let's move on to the next couple that makes my ass itch. Hold up, where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Oh, where they at? Ooh, oh, where they at? Ooh, oh, where they at? Ooh, oh, where they at? Ooh. Do it, baby, stick it, baby, do it, baby, stick it, baby, do it, baby, stick it, baby, do it. Harry and Indy finally get to the psychic's house after being pulled over by the police and given a ticket. She feels the energy of fear surrounding their relationship. Actually, the lady was spot on. I feel like, I don't know if she saw the last season of the show or not, but she damn sure was spot on in her assessment. She felt a lot of anger coming from Harry, and Harry says that no, he doesn't have any anger. It's like, Harry, what are you talking about? You're volatile as fuck. Like literally at any moment you can explode. Okay. She says, okay, so you're just going to show me, right? Like anger. Hello. Indy wants to know if there will be marriage and kids. And she says, don't rush it. You know, it can be if everybody, you know, tries for that. Like basically, girl, that's not what he wants. That's not what he wants. That may be what you want, but that's not what he wants. So it's not going to happen because you're the only one that wants it. Okay? He needs some healing. Okay? He gets on the phone with somebody and says it's his PO, but it actually is his baby mom. And I think he would like to fuck with his baby mom maybe, but his baby mom does not see it for him. Okay? He made it seem like Fatima, his baby mama, was going to be somebody that Indy was going to have to worry about. Child, he went over there by Fatima. Fatima had her work clothes on like, yeah, come in here and see your daddy. All right, nigga, what's your plan? What you going to do with your life? Okay, and yes, I do want to meet the girl that you with that's around my baby. I sure do. He thought that it wouldn't be a good idea for them to meet, as if Fatima was gonna want him and want to fight Indy over him. But Fatima was like, no, I want to meet her because she's gonna be around my child. So yeah, but I don't want you. I want you to get your life together. I want you to have a motherfucking plan. Can you do that? Fatima was not on whatever bullshit Harry was trying to make it seem like it was. And that shit was hilarious to me. That shit was hilarious to me. Fatima was like, child, I don't know what he thought, but that's not what it was. He says he's going to make an effort, and she isn't convinced that he will. And I can understand why she's not convinced that he will. Not only does Indy move too fast, but Indy, I hate when people ignore what someone is telling them. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about, Indy? Harry has told you that he doesn't want that. Like, he said that he doesn't think he's ready for that. Like, and you're still here trying to force it. Like, she just keep embarrassing herself. Like, that man then told you he don't want that. I think he even said that he didn't really want to be with her like that. But, child, I don't know. He likes the sisters, I see. He did. Yeah, remember when they was in the car and the cop said he was white? He was like, I ain't white. I'm like, nigga, you are white Latina. You are white Latina. It's okay. That's what you are. When Harry asked if he could take the baby and Fatima was like, nope, I hollered. Yeah, why the fuck would I let you take my baby? You just got out of jail. You don't know what to do with my baby, so you can get impatient and blow up on my baby and hit my baby. Fuck out of here. You can. And the little girl was adorable, right? The little girl was adorable. She was adorable. Cray cray. But yeah, no, I was happy she told him no. Indy is ridiculous. Indy is a glutton for punishment. Indy's confidence and close-knit family is not matching up. Right? Like, how you got your mama around a close-knit family, somebody that taught you better, and yet you out here like acting emotionally desperate. Like, it's weird. Yeah, she thinks that spiritual marriage is it. There's no such thing as spiritual marriage. You're either married or you're not. You can love somebody. You can have a connection. Y'all can be soulmates. You know what I'm saying? But there's no such thing as a spiritual husband. Like, there's no such thing as a spirit. No. I don't think those things exist in spirit. I think that, because think about it. Who the fuck is gonna be your spiritual husband when you die if you done been married a few times? Or, maybe one husband died and then you got remarried and then, and then eventually you die with the next one. So you love the other one and he died. And so now when you go to heaven, what you gonna be up there with two niggas looking at you like you gotta choose? That don't sound like heaven to me. There's no such thing as a spiritual husband. I know that was a rabbit hole y'all didn't need for me to go through. But damn it, I'm tired of the bullshit. My thought was Indy finds these psychics so she can continue to live in La La Land and then blame it on the psychic said. Right. Equaling wild is him being out so long and just now seeing his daughter. What? I don't understand. Anyway, Harry stopped saying spiritual marriage the second he got out. Ooh. I think something might be a little off with Indy. It's that prison dick. Got her hooked. Got her hooked. Got her on a hook. I didn't know Indy had 2 kids. She has 2 kids? One, oh yeah, the other one with the daddy. Maybe Indy has daddy issues. Where is her daddy? Right. I think Indy like how they look together, but ignoring all the red flags. Having the wrong dad around is as bad as having none. That is true. Y'all ain't never lied. Indy is the type of girl that tries to get married or get pregnant thinking that forces the man to stay around. Psych! Indy's twin somewhere like, okay, embarrassing. I don't want nobody to think we look alike. Right, Marie T? Why her baby getting dragged around with Indy and Harry? Why is she not in Head Start? I don't like that neither, the way she dragging that baby around every fucking where. You're absolutely right. There's no such thing as spiritual anything. Spiritual husband, no, I don't believe that. Everyone said, like, get the fuck out of here. Spirit is just that, spirit. There aren't spiritual versions of secular shit. Like, stop. I mean, yeah, but no. Like, yes, things in spirit are reflected in life as far as I'm concerned. That's what the ancestors tell you. Like, the energy, the fighting for you in a spiritual realm shows itself through in the physical world. Yes. But spiritual husband shit is some stuff you're making up in your mind because you don't want to deal with the fact that real marriage may not happen. So if you put some, spiritual definition on it, then that makes it valid. And no, it doesn't. It doesn't make it valid. And that's what she's trying to do. But let's go ahead and move on from Indy and Harry because they ain't had really much else happen with them. We had Chaz and Branwyn. I think they're new. Hold up, y'all. I actually went and made the new graphics, y'all, so I wasn't covering my whole face. So he's a retired Marine in a heavy metal band. Branwyn is the love of his life. He hasn't slept with anyone since 2018. He is worried she won't be happy with his looks because he's 5'5". He's short and old with a belly. Then she calls and talks to him on the phone, and he's kind of insecure. You sure you're still going to come? You sure you still want to be with me? She assures him that she's not going to change her mind. He goes to see his sister, who is apprehensive about Branwyn because Chaz is easy to get into relationships with women who take advantage of him for his money, obviously. Then he says he wants to marry Branwyn to make things easier. This would be his fourth marriage at this point. One of his wives died of an OD and he found her body. He loved her very much. I love the way white people talk about the opioid epidemic. Like, your wife was on dope. She fell victim to the opioid epidemic. Your wife was on dope. No, because y'all so quickly call black people crackheads. Your wife was a dope head and she died of OD. It's sad. But don't make it seem like something happened to her. No, nothing happened to her. She was a dope head. That's no disrespect. I really felt bad for him when he was talking about breaking up with her, I mean, talking about finding her body and all of that. But I'm sorry, I don't like the way that y'all try to create this separation between the drugs. Like, your wife was a dope head, sir. Stop trying. She fell victim to the opioid. Boy, bye. His sister, wait, hold up. Her sister talks to her and she swears that she's on the up. Child, I don't know what that last note is. I fucked that last note. He swears that she's on the up and up. Thank you, Rena, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all who don't watch the show, but y'all still here for my commentary. So 55 and 40, they are close enough in age. I like that. I actually feel like Chaz is probably a super sweet guy, and he probably would look better if he worked out and had a beard. I think if Chaz worked out and had a beard, he wouldn't feel like he's someone that women wouldn't want, height or not. Like, because I feel like he's got good stuff. He's got soft eyes. You know what I'm saying? He's a white man. Like, what do you want him to be? Like, what is he supposed to look like? Okay, he's got a good head of hair on his head. Yeah, I think he needs to just kind of grow a beard and, maybe work out, get some self-confidence and stop tricking off on people. And, you'll be fine. Like, I really do think that, okay, so sometimes I think men have like this really negative reaction to being alone. And they need to get past that because no woman wants to be with a man that feels like he's so thirsty to be with somebody. Like, that's not attractive. Like, yes, I want to feel like you want me. I want to feel like you're passionate for me, but I don't want to feel like you're thirsty just for anybody to be with you because you don't want to be alone. And I also don't want you to have I want you to have confidence. I don't want to be with a man who is questioning whether I'm really attracted to him. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he is very lonely. Like, you need to fix that. You need to fix that, because that is not going to find you a woman that is worth keeping, because she's always going to be playing on the fact that you're lonely and desperate for someone to love you. How about you learn? Like, a lot of you men don't want to deal with the fact that y'all have deep self-esteem issues. Everybody acts like it's only women that have these insecurities, but really, you men have these very deep-rooted insecurities that y'all need to check so that y'all can stop coming off like incels and lonely, desperate men that are sad or angry because they can't get a woman. But it's like, how about you have some self-confidence, get some fucking hobbies that make you feel good about yourself, so that you don't feel like you have to be desperate for a woman. Like, and he's not fat. Yeah, no, he has, like, right, he has the average non-muscle male body, and you obviously feel insecure in that, because I mean, I just personally feel like if you weren't insecure in your body, then maybe you would feel better. Go fucking work out or something. But I can't stand when people are like, oh, I'm so scared that they're not going to be attracted to me. Do something about it then, so you can be confident, because nobody is attracted to insecurity except for people that's trying to take advantage of you. So know this. Shah's sister doesn't like his mom. Chaz keeps trying to play Captain Saberhole with damaged women, thinking his money will help them fall in love in the process of staying around for the coin. Tragic. That's another thing. Admit that y'all use money to lure women in, and when your money can't make women love you, you get mad. When really, you should have never expected the money to make the woman love you with your stupid ass. I'm sorry, y'all. I just get tired of niggas with this bullshit. Because it's like, y'all set yourself up for the fall and then get mad when the fall happened, as if you didn't have any common sense. Child, this is another situation that I want to end. This is Kayla and Martel, y'all. So she moved to Atlanta, got a 2-bathroom apartment for this man to move into upon getting out of jail. He finally able to leave the y'all know, the house that they got to stay in. He finally was able to come and see the apartment, comes to the apartment and complains about crumbs on the stove and laundry by the washing machine and dryer, so that they can get into an argument and he can leave and go do what the fuck he wanted to do. And he tells us that he just went and had some Alfredo and shit, or he just went and chilled with his grandma and his I don't believe none of that. I don't care. So he left her disrespectfully. So she's in the bed the next morning reading his old letters. Then she cleans up and he comes in the door with a new dining room set, asking for a kiss, talking about he missed her. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Halfway house. Thank you, D. Y'all know what I can't stand? I don't like people that think that they can disrespect you and hurt you and then come back into your life without having conversations about the things that they said and did, as if time is going to make you forget about it. Bitch, I am not sickly. I don't have Alzheimer's or dementia. It can be a year. It can be 2 years. I'm still going to remember what the fuck you said and what you did. So the difference between today and yesterday ain't no difference at all. I'm still mad. You can come up in here with a dining room table, chairs, new furniture. It don't matter. I need to hear from you that you are apologetic for trying to make me feel like shit just so you can get the fuck up out of here. That he's playing so many mind games while simultaneously trying to be controlling and be an asshole. And it's very weird because I was like, where the fuck he got a dining room table from? Like, the type of nigga to shit on you and then leave you, talk to you bad, make you feel like he don't give a fuck, and then show up the next day talking about I miss you with a kiss and a dining room table. I said, girl, please leave this nigga alone before he totally fucks over your young life. He's already done so by you being in a relationship with him and doing all the things you were doing for his ass while he was in jail. And now you feel like you've probably put so much work in when he was in jail that you don't want to just throw the relationship away, and you should. You should throw it in the trash like a pair of boots that don't fit. Like, give them away, girl. Give them away. Send them to the Goodwill. All right? She still wants to talk about what happened. And he says he was with his grandma. He's laughing at her. He says he's not going to accept her yelling at him when she says that he disrespected her. She wanted an apology, and he acts like no one would agree with her that she was disrespected. No, a lot of us definitely agree that you are disrespectful. And yes, soulful dog, Martel, you are very abusive mentally and emotionally. She wanted that apology. He would not give it to her. He was like, I'm hungry. I'm going to go to the strip club and get some Alfredo. So she left the room, came back, and then he asked if she wants to talk. And he apologized if he hurt her, but not because he disrespected her. He was like, I apologize if I hurt your feelings, but I'm not going to apologize for disrespecting you because I didn't disrespect you. I hope that makes sense. My notes was a little like discombobulated right there. But he says he won't apologize to her, and she wants to try to get to a peaceful place. I think a peaceful place is away from him. Okay. So even though he didn't apologize to you, he's refusing to apologize to you. You're still going to find a way to make nice with him. Right. And so this is a young girl mistake. Kayla, we the same age. Why are you doing this? Kayla, we the same age, girl. Why are you doing this? You know good and goddamn well that everything he is doing right now is a sign that this relationship is not going to work out and he's not going to be good for you. He's already told you he don't give a fuck about how you feel in so many ways. First, he didn't give a fuck about all your hard work when he decided to be petty and talk about crumbs and laundry. When nigga, can you procure an apartment? Holla at me when you can. That was the first sign of disrespect. Second sign of disrespect was not giving a fuck and just leaving. He didn't even stay and argue so he could fuck you, which, you know, toxic niggas do. And some of the girls that like toxic relationships, they'll do that. But he argued with you so he can leave and go somewhere else. And you don't know what the fuck he did. So there's that. Second red flag. Third red flag, shows up and tells you in your face he not going to apologize to you because he don't see what he did as disrespect. But you yelling at him about it is disrespect. So not only is he not wrong, but now you're wrong because you're upset. Girl, are you really going to put yourself through this? Because like everything that he's doing is I'm an ain't shit nigga that's about to mentally and emotionally abuse a woman by convincing her that whenever I do something wrong, she's the wrong one. No matter what. I did something wrong. I fucked over her. I made her feel away. I did something that I would not like for her to do to me. But I'm going to convince her that in some way, shape, or form, she's wrong. And she just has to accept how I feel about it because that's just what it is. I'm the man. That's his attitude. I'm the man. So whatever I say, that's how it is. Even though I ain't paid for shit, even though I don't have shit, even though I ain't shit, because I'm a man, she just gonna have to fall in line with what I want, even though I'm in an apartment that she paid for, even though I'm talking on a cell phone that she bought. He is already taking you high, dropped you, picked you up, dropped you again. And now you going back to him like, so can we fix it? He should be coming to you and saying, can we fix it, Kayla? Kayla, you know, it's the thing I hate because girls we know that it ain't worth it. We know it's about to be some bullshit. But the sweet moments, the soft moments, the good dick, you're going to let those things allow this man to deter you. Like you literally moved away from where you were living, the protection of your brothers, to come and be with this man that is like literally abusing you on day one. Day one. And I'm still not over his raggedy ass mama, which we're going to get into, I'm sure, later on. But that mama, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm really sorry. I was watching Cynthia G talking about the black mothers and how y'all make all of these concessions for the daddies trying to get them to be better men. And then your sons grow up resenting you for the concessions you made for they piss poor fathers. They blame you. And then they grow up and abuse women because they mad at their mama because she, decided to get pregnant by a fuck shit, ain't shit nigga and acquiesce to the strong black woman. I'm gonna be on poverty stricken, dealing with a no good ass nigga. And then once I'm over your no good ass daddy, I'm gonna bring a no good ass outside nigga into the situation to try to pretend like he a daddy and assert dominance over you. Yeah. Y'all niggas be hating y'all mamas and acting like y'all don't because y'all moms are the ones y'all can always run to when y'all need something like commissary. Thank you, Flo P, for the super chat. Once Martel finds out that she slept with someone else, he's going to use it against her, even though she's done so much for him. And even though she's cheating on her now. Talking to other girls the whole time. Ain't shit like a motherfucker. Let's move on, y'all. Where's Taylor? Taylor and Chance. Taylor and Chance are another problematic couple, you guys. So Taylor and Chance are fucking in a car in a cemetery. I said, child, y'all couldn't go nowhere else. Y'all had to fuck amongst the dead people. When they come back home from fucking in a car, Bobby, her sister, was supposed to be watching the girls, but Bobby was in her room and the girls had torn the house up, okay? And now he's going to use that and blame Bobby. Why let her watch kids? She's not going to watch kids. We do something about this. We have a conversation. Like, it's so funny to me. You just got out of jail and you are constantly trying to assert yourself as the man of a house where you pay no bills. Y'all, it's amazing to me the way men like really love to fall into these master type roles when they bring nothing to the table but aggravation. Once again, like every time I'm sorry, but every time we see Chance on camera, I am paying attention to how close and physical he is with her daughters. You don't know them kids like that. You are way too physically affectionate with children you don't know. I find it very problematic, y'all. He said something to her that made her middle daughter say, "You're not the boss, mommy's the boss." And he got pissed off and basically started an argument with Taylor because, he started an argument with Taylor because her 5-year-old said that she was the boss of the house. And he got mad about that. So he argues with her about it. And Bobby hears everything he was saying, and now Bobby is feeling away. And so Taylor is worried and sad that her sister, because now her sister's like, well, I won't watch him anymore. And, it's just all this shit between her and her sister. I don't know if her sister's going to leave or not. I think my notes got messed up. But either way, I want Bobby to stay. I don't want Bobby to leave because I feel like Chance is purposefully trying to push Bobby out of the picture so that he can do whatever he wants to do, whatever that may entail. But I definitely do not like how close he is with those girls. The physical of it makes me feel uncomfortable, especially when you look at how he actually said that he could, he was like, I chose you. I could have chose a woman without any kids. Oh, so you think that in some way Taylor is a charity case because she has children? Why do you think that? You know how men really, like, men who are predators seek out women with children and make it seem as if they're going to come in and be the daddy figure and the savior so that they can, they can abuse the children. Chance comes off like somebody that is trying to ostracize Bobby, that is trying to control Taylor so that he can abuse her kids. And I would absolutely be paying attention to how the oldest one feels. Just saying. I'm going to read y'all comments and move on to the last person so I can get off this video and get into the next one. Yes, Bondi, I can't help but constantly watch his interactions with those girls also. I do as well. Taylor, get that man away from your kids. If I was Bobby, I would move out. I don't want Bobby to move out. I want Bobby to wait his ass out because I feel like Bobby is a layer of protection that he's trying to get away from Taylor and those kids. I think Taylor pisses me off more than Indy because she got her daughters emotionally involved to an extent that looks like the girls will resent her if she leaves him the only father figure they know. Child, y'all can resent all y'all want to. Y'all can resent all y'all want to. He got to go. It's sad that Bobby not comfortable in her own house. She said, this my mama house. You don't run nothing. Right. The only male in the household with women and girls, we got that male cousin that would check somebody like Chance. Like, I know, where is the male in the family? I'm so scared for her daughters. Chance triggers me. He seems like he gets drunk and will do the unthinkable. Taylor is so desperate. Yeah, it's so disgusting and conniving. Chance does that to her sister. Right. That's what I'm saying. He's trying to get her sister out of the house. And I don't think her sister should leave. I think her sister should stay and annoy the fuck out of him. Honestly, I think Bobby should just come and sit in the living room. I think Bobby should make him feel uncomfortable. I don't want her getting in any trouble either, but I don't think she should leave the house. I think she is a layer of protection for those kids. He's way too close to them, and notice he pays that little one extra attention. He sure does. Chance thinks he elevates her life, but he's a threat. Yes, waiting for the oldest one to finally start speaking. Yep, pray that nothing happens to those little girls. But she's the extra set of eyes he wants gone. Chance was rubbing on the oldest daughter's arm when they were sitting on the couch. Made me cringe during that argument. Ooh, I mean, me cringe thinking about it. Taylor and that freaking laugh she does every 10 seconds is annoying as fuck. Chance is going to become physically abusive. I can see it. Then he'll blame her for when he hits her. You can't make me mad like that. Right. Remember I told y'all last episode when they got into it and he was putting his, like, rubbing his hands through her hair, but he was putting his arms on her shoulders. Like, it was very much a dominant move to, you know, show dominance over her. Very manipulative, insecure. The little girl tells the truth and he don't like that. Bobby needs to stay to protect the babies. I agree. I'm always scared for her when production leaves. The preview shows Bobby leaving. Oh, God. Bobby really should stay. But I don't know if Bobby knows or if Bobby feels like she should stay in that situation regardless. But I don't know if they're thinking about it the way they should be. Lacey and Antoine. Y'all, first of all, Antoine looked like a serial killer. He comes home. She went to go get him. Hold up. He's coming home, so she's going to get him. She wants to make sure he's comfortable. She talks to her sister who used to do drugs. She's been clean for 10 years, and Lacey is worried about Antoine staying clean. He gets out of jail. It feels amazing. He has a face tattoo. He's a savage. He likes hugs and kisses. He has 8 felonies, stealing cars, selling drugs, all that shit. White boys always get out. That's what I put in my notes. He was in a stolen car the last time he got arrested, ended up in a high-speed chase and then ran out of gas, then fled on foot and got caught. Now he wants to be stable. I'll wait on it. That's my notes. So y'all want to know my issue and the reason why I wanted to talk about them? Because I could have just ignored them. But the thing I wanted to talk about and with them, I feel like it was a testament to all of the other couples why people are constantly trying to make motherfuckers that have just gotten off of punishment feel so good. You literally are just getting off punishment for doing some shit that you absolutely did. But everybody is supposed to be going out of their way to make you getting out of jail like a fucking party. I'm going to make sure everything's perfect. When I tell you a nigga will get out of jail and I'd be like, glad you finally out. What you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do? You gonna get a job? You gonna go back to jail? What you gonna do? Like, I don't feel, because a lot of time people deal with it, like, I get it, like, you know, I get it. And everything doesn't deserve jail time. But some of y'all are career criminals and you should be in jail sometimes. You need to go set your ass down. And at the end of the day, I don't understand why so many people like to throw parties for motherfuckers that are going to jail like they graduating from college. Like, cut it out. Make it stop. Antoine was complaining about her hands being wet. Her kisses was too wet. Yeah, he was like, he wiped her kiss off. He was like, it was too wet. I know Antoine is his mama's drug dealer. Child, we could tell Antoine like a pilgrim. A racist. He said they turned up in jail, like, sir, it's jail. Well, he's going to be problematic, isn't he? All right, y'all, I'm done. I'm done with them. I love you guys. I'm going to go, and y'all come right back for Weekends on, okay? Whoo, Lord, Love After Lockup is just a mess every week, y'all, every week.